warmest greetings, Vault Hunter. As you know, I, Sir Hammerlock, am an adventurer, and they say that the ultimate adventure is love, and adventures are best enjoyed together, which is to say...
What Alistair's trying to spit out is that we're getting married, and we want you at our wedding party.
Wainwright and I have found the perfect venue. Small village, quite charming.
It's a frozen wasteland.
That's the charm. We can hunt ravenous beasts across the tundra.
I think I'd rather cozy up to a crackling fire with a nice whiskey.
Well, that is why we are staying at this charming lodge, so we can sample the hospitality of the locals.
Well, I saw a few of them sprouting tentacles, but as long as they keep them off my whiskey, we're gonna be fine.
How charming. Anyway, please do us the honor of joining us for a weekend of guns, love, and tentacles.
What more could the heart desire?
Wow. So, welcome to my first video, YouTube. I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Guns, Love and Tentacles, and I think I'm already excited. I'm a bit later than everyone else. I haven't done all of the DLC for Borderlands 3 yet, but this one definitely looks good. Gearbox are definitely good at making me feel like it's worth getting the season pass.
Outside town.
But yeah, already this is looking a bit like it's gonna be a good one. Seeing some big ass monster with tentacles. I mean, I think it's supposed to be a wedding, but I'm seeing monsters with tentacles and all sorts, so it's gonna be pretty exciting. And I know some people are gonna look at my build. Look, I'm not the best Borderlands player. I just use the busted weapons. I don't even usually play on Mayhem, so I've toned it down to Mayhem 4 so I don't die too many times. But yeah.
Talk to the hands.
Yeah, Amara's my favourite character, to be honest. I tried playing the other characters in Borderlands 3, but what I found with them is that they were just a bit boring, to be honest. Like Amara with the fists and everything, jumping through the air. I mean, I used to be a melee character. I was a Zane and Krieg player back in Borderlands 2, but there's no one in Borderlands 3 who really gives you that feeling. Having said that, I'm so happy to be seeing Gage right now, because I was also a Gage player. Getting 600 stacks on Anakin with Gage is probably one of the most fun things I can think of in any Borderlands game.
She'll know where the party is.
Though I haven't said that. Jack in the pre-sequel definitely came close. Yeah. It's weird. I feel like when they made Gage, I don't know, I haven't read much of the designers' thoughts behind her, but I feel like they were just trying to make Tina, but as a character. But I don't know, Tina gets on my nerves, but it's weird. Gage doesn't really get on my nerves. I just find her kind of charming. That I'm sure her gameplay has a lot to do with that. Yeah. Yeah, just gotta get over this cliff now. Oh, there she is.
One, babe. Hey, you look a little less.
Yeah, Deathtrap was so buggy in Borderlands 2. I remember when we used to play him. Half the time he wouldn't even hit things, or he would glitch and stand still, and Deathtrap was not fun to play at all. Yeah, it was all about the Anarchy and Law and Order stacks. Sort of knows out during the game. That's definitely what made Gage such a fun character. And it was crazy as well, because it's like you'd be hip firing. Your hipfire cursor would be as wide as the screen. I mean, seriously, it was nuts. Yeah. See, this is the thing about Borderlands 3. I feel like some of the enemies are just unnecessarily tanky on the high Mayhem levels, and this is just Mayhem 4. Like, this is why I don't play on Mayhem 9 and 10 and all of that, because when you bring in like all of the extra features as well, like you can get those things on the ground that shoot sparks out, or you get those freeze tags and stuff, it just makes the game ridiculous. Yeah, you can tell my build is old because I'm still using the shock grenade, but I don't know, I like it. I like the effect, even though it does no damage. I like electricity just going everywhere, and I feel like it fits in with like Amara's theme of like being this elemental goddess. It just really works. So it's definitely one of my favourite things to use. There's chaos in there. So funnily enough, I'm more of a shotty person. I tried to use the Hellwalker first though, and everyone's got shields, so I had to switch to this because it's not elemental. Yeah. Oh, this guy's tanky. Is Death Trap dancing there? Yeah, in the fight, Death Trap. Like, what's going on? Wow, this guy. Oh, wow, I'm low. I got you. Yeah, I feel like maybe I should stop firing at this guy's shield. Oh wait, no, he's dropped it. Oh no, he hasn't. Yeah, it's like I'm doing barely any damage. I feel like after this I'm going to turn the difficulty down even lower. Even having it right now, Mayhem 4, just... I'm spending ages fighting these guys and they're not even bosses. Oh wow. Wasn't expecting that. I should have a Guardian Angel on, to be honest, but whatever. Yeah. Oh my! If you see my inbox, my Borderlands 3 inbox, it's filled with weapons. That feature, when the game first came out, that feature felt so cool. Where it's like, oh, Dar will send me mail, Talk will send me mail, but this late into the game, I just feel like I'm not bothered about getting some blue and purple weapons in my inbox, and I can't bother to go clear it out. I'm one of those people who I hate having unread messages in my inbox, but I have no intention of going and clearing out the like 60 messages there. Yeah. Nope. Finish this guy. Okay, 1 or 2 left. I feel like she's doing no damage, just me.
Anarchy! Ooh, get it together, Gage. You are a planner now. It's about bringing people together, not just tearing them apart. Oh, hey, over here!
She's genuinely a nutter. Gage is genuinely a nutter.
Oh, you must be here for the wedding. I'm supposed to check people off the list when they show up, or dead, or whatever. Wedding planner stuff, am I right? Anyway, what's your name?
Amara. I'm definitely on the list, probably at the top.
Oh, of course. I'm Gage, former Vault Hunter and current wedding planner. Hammerlock's told me all about you. We go way back. He's kind of my favorite. But we are late. Let's move on. The brochure says that there's a charming gondola that should get us up to the lodge. Come on, let's walk and talk. Crap. I think one of those crazy...
So I'm wondering...
RSVP ledger.
Are we gonna get to see the other DLC characters? I mean, I've been pretty careful about avoiding spoilers, but Krieg definitely was my favourite character other than Gage in Borderlands 2, and I'm really hoping we'll get to see him in this since we're seeing Gage now.
He is my bestie for the resty. Titanium reinforced armor plating, monomolecular.
Gosh.
And he makes
I'm a fan of the wildlife enemies in this game, not because they're wildlife, because I actually think the loaders are hilarious, but just because I get to use the fire element. Fire and shock are definitely more fun to use for me than corrosive. I find corrosive a bit annoying and gross, to be honest. Oh, Death Trap's bugging again. 10 years later and Death Trap's still trash, so you should be Anarchy, Gage. It's funny, I think there was like 3 Gage trees. What I thought was awesome about her design, especially in Borderlands 2, was that I felt like I could play any of the trees, because even though one of the trees was focused on Death Trap abilities, it still did the job. Like, you had this ability where he could revive you. You had the capstone, even though it wasn't amazing on the higher difficulties, the capstone gave you like this melee attack which did huge damage if you had stacks. So yeah, it was nice having 3 trees that are viable. I feel like in this, on Amara, Amara actually, to be honest, since the beginning has been pretty viable, but with the other characters, I mean, Zane, he was trash for the first like 4 or 5 months of this game, probably even longer until Gearbox patched him. Yeah, same. I felt like Flak was pretty busted, but only with 1 or 2 specific builds. I mean, it was a bit of a joke. Borderlands 2, I felt like every single character I could do whatever build I wanted half the time, and it would work. Until you got to the OP levels. I wasn't a fan. I think I did OP 1, and then I was like, this is a joke, I'm not doing it again. And that's kind of what Mayhem feels like now. And this part, oh my gosh. I'm not a fan of having smoke and stuff all over my screen. I mean, it's nice for the theme, but in general, it's like I can't even see half the monsters going around me. Oh, what's hitting me now? These things get on my nerves. Wow. As someone who is not a fan, I'm not gonna say scared. I'm not gonna say scared, but someone who's not a fan of bugs, though, as much as I like wildlife sometimes in the game, it's not fun seeing some of these creatures walk around.
I am so glad Hammerlock asked me to do this. Haven't seen people in a while.
And this part of the game, so this is, funnily enough, this section right here, I had to redo it. It took me probably about half an hour to figure out how to get past this. I'm ashamed to admit. It turns out I was just meant to have shock element on. I usually play with game sound turned off. I have music or whatever playing in the background, and I was shooting them. I was like, they keep coming off, and it's like, do I have to shoot them in order? Do I have to melee them? And then I googled it, and some very nice person on Reddit was just literally just like, yeah, shoot it with a shock weapon and you'll be fine. But yeah, it took me way too long to get past that bit. Here we are. The ties that bind with the phase lock augment, I find it so fun. It makes doing the story so much easier, so much quicker. Oh, I meant to be clicking that. I thought she was gonna do it for me. Oh, and here we go. Well, this definitely reminds me of that Tiny Tina DLC.
Hey, Vault Hunter delivery! Where my room's at?
Gage! Wonderful, wonderful!
Ah, very good, very good. More guests for the big event. Welcome to the lodge.
Mancubus
So
blood
there's
tooth.
just something very wrong about you. Serious evil vibes.
Yeah, that's like 100% a villain name. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna end up killing this guy.
Host and proprietor of the lodge. Please.
He's even talking funny. He's talking like a bad guy. Sounds like some vampire.
Always available, should you find yourself in need of hospitality.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna let my guard down around him.
You are the first guest.
That's the
to
first
arrive.
mission.
At least the first
Mission
one's
completed,
inviting.
I'm guessing.
Oh, Hammerlock, you're such a kidder! You know I wouldn't miss this for anything.
Claptrap, I have a super duper important wedding planner mission for you. I need you to find the pearl of ineffable knowledge. Can you do that for me? The whole wedding depends on it.
Minion, you want me to save the whole wedding? You picked the right guy!
Oh, thank goodness.
I am
Wow,
not gonna let
no one
anything
likes Claptrap.
spoil your big day, Hammerlock. Wait, where's Wainwright?
Oh, Winnie's been such a nervous mess. I've tried to get him to relax, but he insists on dashing about making sure everything is perfect. But the party must continue. Thank you for trekking all the way out to this frigid wilderness. Winnie will be back soon and all will be well. Yes, this will be a celebration to remember.
Well, there we go. First mission done. Thank you for watching, guys, and stay tuned for part 2.